I walked out after my mom accused me of mocking my dead sister. My 20F sister Amy, 26F, was diagnosed with leukemia when she was only 9 years old after a year of many MIG diagnoses. I was only 3 years old back then, so I barely witnessed it, but it left a deep mark on our family. I always liked my sister, but we were never very close because we had always been polar opposites, as she was an introvert, shy, and understandably very sensitive, while I was a bubbly hyperactive child. I would always want to play with her even when she wasn't feeling it, and I'm sure my insistence hurted her feelings more that once. But we moved past it. However, with the years she became hermetic, and after I moved out to go to college at 18, we stopped talking entirely. Around 5 months ago my parents called me to tell me her cancer came back. I was in the middle of my college semester, but I decided I did not want to be barely a witness, and I would be there. Immediately after finishing an important exam, I went to the hospital. At first she did not want me to see her like that, but I convinced her. Knowing her, I avoided heavy conversations and instead focused on making her laugh, telling funny stories and playing with the Snapchat filters on my phone. I just wanted her to feel normal. Unfortunately, the cancer was aggressive and the hospital lacked the proper resources to treat it, so she ended up passing away 6 weeks after her diagnosis. To be honest, her death didn't emotionally affected me much. Not as much as it did to my parents. My mom was so devastated she started to talk to her as if she was still there, and my dad was sad too. I felt really sorry for them, so I moved in for a few weeks to try and help organizing my sister's belongings, planning the funeral and doing chores for them, all while juggling with my exams. One day I needed to go to the bookstore to use their copier, so I told my mom and she asked me why with a suspicious look. Confused, I told her I was just going to print school stuff, but her look didn't drop. I asked her what was it and she said, completely straight-faced, out of the blue, "I thought you were going to print the pictures you took of your sick sister and plaster them all over your form to get a laugh with your brain-dead college clique." I was shocked. I couldn't believe my own mother would accuse me of something so vile and evil when I had been nothing but supportive to my whole family during this entire ordeal, and she knew very well I had never, ever, done something remotely as cruel to my sister or anyone. She was like a stranger. I took a deep breath as I didn't want to bother making a scene and calmly said, "That was incredibly inappropriate. I am deeply hurt and offended that you can even suggest such things when I have been nothing but supportive to my sister and the family. Now I'm gonna go back to college as I don't feel comfortable sharing a house with you, and I don't know if I ever will, but you and Dad can still contact me as you need any help with the paperwork." Then I left. After that I texted my confused dad about why I left so suddenly, and he immediately took my side. He left the house too without saying when he would go back. My brain-dead college clique have been nothing but supportive. However, my mom keeps calling, accusing me of abandoning her and being a monster. She shared morbid details about my sister's death, like saying I wasn't there when my sister cried of embarrassment when she had to get her diaper changed, and that she has a crisis and tried suicide. A lot of personal stuff I don't think Amy would have liked her to share, but now that I know them, I understand why my mom is so traumatized, and now she is alone. Still, I don't know if I can forgive her.